We're using these 4-bar mounts as pick points. So Scott is adding a little weld since they're only tacked to the frame right now. Okay, so you can see Scott brought this piece. He brought some material over here when he made, I think when he made that fixture. He brought some extra material. So here's a base already cut for the next one. And there's some more pieces here for the centerpiece that goes in the middle of the tube. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to start cutting this right now. I'll put you on the tripod. Okay, so the inside of this tubing, when you lay it on there to get your angles, measures 4 inches exactly. So I'm going to make the pieces that act as the guides that fit in the middle of this on that fixture. I'm going to make those an 1/8 inch and less. Made it a little heavy, 3 7/8 heavy. That's going to do that. Which is going to give me, well, that's a little under the size of the pipe, but the little piece that swings on here has a washer or two underneath it, so that'll work fine. That'll work fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make these round. I'm going to cut these roughly, screw them together, screw them and glue them together, and then I'm going to use the sander over there to make them nice. Okay, so I have to mark these pieces now with the radius that I'm going to cut into the end of them. I've got this set so that it's exactly centered from both sides. Yep, it's making the same line. And I want to come down from the top the same amount. Let's do it this way. And that's where my compass will go to make the circle. Okay, so let me get the saw out and clamp them and all the other stuff. I'll turn you back on. Let's give this a shot. See, I can trim that up to the line after I got them all glued together. I think that's all I'm going to need this, but for now we'll put it over here. Okay, you can see what this is supposed to look like when it's done. So obviously I want them all nice and even when I glue them together. You noticed I cut them all at the same time on the saw. I did not change the setting. I cut all 3 pieces without changing the settings on the saw. So I know they're all identical as far as width and the length before I round it off the end. So the 2 sides here and the bottom are going to be all even because I've got them fastened together in here, you see. So when I glue this, I'm going to glue it in this little fixture, this temporary little fixture. Okay, I think we're ready to glue these center pieces together. Okay, well, there's the centerpiece. I gotta sand those tips off. The points just came through. Okay, that'll take care of that. Okay, I'm gonna go sand the round part of this, round on the disc. I'll be back. Okay, well, my battery about died, so I had to go to plan B, but you see I got this all laid out for the angle lines using this. So that's kind of a pain. You got to put it here on 0 and then make a little, got to put it here on 0 at the bottom, make all the little lines for the degree marks and then extend them all out. So it's an eyeball thing at best. Used the light standing up there on the board so I could, to see the marks really accurately, and did the best I could. So we're going to have to go with that. Okay, well, there it is. Sorry I didn't show you the rest. My battery died. So I was charging that while I was working. But anyway, there, I got to put the numbers on it, but there it is. It's all ready to go. Let me see. Let me go get a piece of pipe. That works okay. Yeah, that works good. That should work fine. You know, I'm thinking about this as I'm making it. So with this, you could just keep making different centers for the different radiuses. That would work with the different radiuses. Keep using the same base piece. I didn't glue it for that very reason. Anyway, we're done for now. Got to quit right now. See you later. Bye. Okay, well, it is Sunday, March 26th. Welcome back to Blue Hind's Garage. Let me put a little more light back on this. I'm playing around here a little today. Just doing some final supports, temporary supports, getting everything dialed in, I guess you would say. So it's as consistent as I can get it. We're using that digital level, and on something like this, that thing is damn near impossible to get exact. It's just too sensitive. So, you know, you get less than a degree, 5/10, whatever, not even 5/10. Yeah, 5/10, I guess, of a degree. 5/100. We're at 0.45 on the front here and 0.40 on the back. That's 5/100, I think. I don't know. And you're on, you know, you're putting the level, you got a magnetic level that measures about under 2 inches wide. And you're putting it on this round pipe. So you get it turned a little bit or whatever, and it makes a difference. It really does. So really close. See 260 over here, 0.260 over here. On that, the angle of the pipe is what I'm referring to there. The cross member above it, I think, is 2.085. This one was 2.90. The pipe, and I think the cross member above it is 2.85. Again, depends where you put it. And you slide it around, it changes. You put it back where you started, it's different. You know, it's like I said, it's too sensitive actually. And I got the muffler, the second muffler up here. The outlets are all trimmed, not trimmed, cleaned for welding. Got it centered so that it matches the other. It's back a little further than the other one because of that handbrake, e-brake linkage that's there. It's got to miss that arm. See the arm right there? So it's back a little further than the one on the passenger side. I would expect Scott will want to adjust the one on the, on the driver's side. Scott will want to adjust the one on the driver's side to match the passenger side because it just has to move about an inch, and that way it'll be the same. He likes to do that to make everything the same. So anyway, that's where we're at so far with this. We're ready to start running some pipe, I think. So I'll show you more when there's more to show you. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, well, there's the beginning of our exhaust on Old Hank. What's today? 28th, I think. Okay, so we're back. Made some progress. It's late in the afternoon. What is it? 4:25. Got these done earlier today. Got them swedged. These will go into and out of the muffler. They're essentially reducers. The muffler's 2 1/4. The pipe we're running is 2 inch, so we need to go between the two. So got those done today. Had to do a little modification on that header. We had a elbow started on there, and it turned out that needed to come off and get modified a bit. So it did, and we're going to work on that next. But the 2.5 inch clamp showed up, so there's the first one installed on essentially on what amounts to the collector for the header, and then a reducer after that. Down again from 2.5 in this case. This is 2.5 coming right off the header to 2 inch going back towards the muffler.
We modify the modifications around here.
Yeah, no shit. That's about right. There's hardly much. There isn't much that happens without a modification. Really, that's true. So there we are. So coming off the header, we have cut the flange off the header, brought the 2.5 inch pipe straight down. The 2.5 is essentially what the manufacturer used as a collector, but it was like almost no pipe.
It was cute.
Brought it down, put an elbow, put a little straight piece, put the clamp, a reducer from 2.5 to 2 inch, and there we are. So now we're back on this side. See if we can get, this one's going to do a little different. Instead of the muffler coming down and turning,
Header.
the pipe coming down and turning like this one does. This one's going to angle over. The vertical is not going to be straight. It's going to angle over towards the frame to get away from the back of the starter as quick as possible. So that's what's next.